Smell that, boy? No, it's not bacon. It's the pet project with dog's best friend, Tammy Trujillo.
I can't hear, guys. So.
Dog's best friend, but cat's best friend. And you're hearing a lot of extra noise in the studio today. We have not only a lot of people, but we have Scarlett's Magic. She is a Savannah. She is beautiful. And I don't want you to think Savannahs growl all the time, because they don't. It's just she's had a long ride in the car, and it was storming, and she's in the studio, and she's starting to calm down. She is on our webcam now. You can see how beautiful she is. Lee Draper is holding her, and he is one of her people. And you can see just how large she is by how big she is on Lee's lap. And she's starting to calm down. She's starting to get interested. Also in studio is Kimberly Draper, and their two sons. And I've forgotten names. Guys, introduce yourselves.
My name is Maudie Draper.
Okay.
And my name is Mateo Draper.
Okay. And we are going to talk about what it is to own a Savannah. Now, again, if you just jumped in with us, a Savannah is a hybrid of an African serval, which is a beautiful wild cat, and a domestic cat. And an African serval looks an awful lot like Scarlett with those kind of markings. I mean, she really does look like a miniature African serval.
She does. She does. She has unusual colors, though. She's incredibly on the warmer side, which makes people just stop and stare at her.
Now, do you take her places?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And what kind of reaction do you get from people? Guys, what's it like to be in public with her?
It's shocking. Like, it's wonderful.
Yeah? What do people say to you?
Like, what is it? It's a cat. Like, Savannah Cat. Yeah.
Are they scared of her? Because she's so big?
They're actually shocked, not scared.
And you obviously, you start patting her and say, hey, you know, she's wonderful.
Yeah.
What do your friends think?
She's really big.
Yeah, they think it's weird living with her, huh?
Yeah.
What's it like, you guys, living with a big girl like her? Because she how much does she weigh, first off?
She's about 25 pounds. It's deceiving. She's got a very long and lanky frame. She looks like she would weigh a lot more, but she's only about 25 pounds.
And for people who aren't able to see us on webcam, give us her dimensions so they can start to get a picture. If you were to compare her to a dog, what kind of size dog would she be? What breed?
Probably about the size of a boxer, a good-sized boxer.
Okay, so she's how tall?
She is... let's see, over 20 inches tall.
Okay, that's from her feet to her...
Right, from her shoulder to her toe.
And now you got to add the head on there too, if you would.
And then lengthwise, we don't want to blow the surprise of the upcoming measurements, but she's long.
She's really long.
40 something, 50 inches long.
From nose to tail?
Yes.
Wow. And again, she's letting us know that this has been a tough day. A tough day. She's going to go down on the floor and kind of calm down. But tell us about their temperament, you guys, because she is a cat, but she's got this wild part of her. What is she like? Because you've had regular cats, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's mostly on the happy side. She's only on the happy side when it's quiet, and when it's loud, it doesn't work out with the cat. They'll get really upset. And they'll just start hissing, but they won't attack you. They'll just run away from you.
They're just saying, I don't like this. That's what they're saying, don't you think?
Yeah, it's those big ears. They're very sensitive.
Now, that is something that comes right off the serval gene, because they have these amazing ears. Tell us a little about a serval. You know, a lot of people I don't think know what a serval really is. They've never heard that. They heard leopards and lions and...
Yeah, it's surprising. Not a lot of people know about servals. There's very few zoos, very few places. I think there's one place in California where you can view a serval. But they come from Africa. They come from the African plains. And when the Savannah was created, that name came from the fact that the serval came from the Savannah plains of Africa.
Okay.
But they're very fast. They're a direct descendant of the lion. They have spots like a cheetah, but the difference is the ears. On a cheetah, they're very small, but on a serval, they're very triangular and they stick up on the top of their head.
Very enormous.
And they have these incredible white bands on the back of their ears. And they have a necklace as well. If you look underneath their neck, you can see almost what looks like a necklace. Sometimes it's a dotted necklace, sometimes it's a continuous line. And with the Savannah breed, those are some of the qualities that you look for, especially when you get into the higher generations, the F1s. You look for the ear markings and then the necklace and then the predominant spots. They're beautiful.
They've stunned everybody in the studio. Ben, one of our producers and our social media guys. Ben, you've got a question you want to ask, and I'm going to ask you to hang on to it. Because, we've got so much more to talk about Savannahs, because there's things you need to know before you get one. But this is the greatest opportunity to have something that hardly anybody has, and have an animal that, the larger an animal gets, the more intelligent they are in terms of just genetics. These are brilliant animals to have in your home. So we're going to talk so much more about Scarlett's Magic. She's in studio with us today. You can see her on our webcam momentarily when we get her back up on the desk, but you don't want to miss it. This is wild here in the studio today on the Pet Project, the show your pet wants you to listen to.
Whether you're restoring a classic car,